Harriet, I found her.
Found who?
My mother. It's Ida.
I never wanted to let you go. You know that.
Have you seen the way Matthias Grigg looks at her in chapel, all doe-eyed?
When you leave here, there will be a place for you in my household.
Thank you, Mum.
You can't take me to your school?
Maybe in a year or so.
The new position, Mr. Cramble?
Well, more a joint running of the hospital.
It's Ida, matron.
What?
She's Hetty Feather's mother.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Get her out. Get her out.
Hetty, please. I will find my mother again. This isn't over.
Life in the Foundling Hospital went on. Days became weeks, weeks became months. Some things had changed. But enemies were still enemies, and friends were still friends. It wasn't the same for me. I missed Ida more than I could bear. Without her, what was the point of anything?
Senior foundlings!
As joint head of the hospital, I would like to take this opportunity to remind the senior foundlings among you that soon it will be time to say goodbye. Your time with us is coming to an end. But your remaining weeks in our care will mean as much to us as to you.
What Mr. Cramborne is trying to say is all future positions outside these walls will be dependent upon your behaviour. Good or bad will be taken into consideration.
There are some who have already secured their places through hard work and diligence.
And for the rest, the choice is ours to make. We will decide your future. Now stand. Mr. Cramborne.
Dismissed.
You're really going to Lady Aspis then?
They're on a business trip to America. They might not be back for ages.
Good luck, Harriet.
Good luck, Harriet.
Gideon, a word, please. I've recently received a letter from Mr. Melrose. Unfortunately, he's unable to offer you a scholarship.
What do you mean? He said he would give me another chance.
It has proved too costly. Your future is with the other boys in the army.
Now run along, girls. There is ironing to be done too. Yes. Thank you, girls.
Ida, you can't be here.
Please, nurse, pass this to Hetty for me.
Oh, Ida, it's too big a risk. If Matron was to find out.
But I've no other way. I wish it. Does Hetty miss me too? Please. She needs to know I'm thinking of her.
Thank you.
Hetty,
Ida came to the back gate.
Ida, you saw her?
She couldn't stay, but she wanted me to give you this. Keep it hidden.
Dear Hetty, I want you to know that I'm safe and well. I've been living in the workhouse, and though it's hard, I made a promise to myself. Every time I hear the church bells over the noise of the city, or catch a glimpse of the busy river, I think of you. But thanks to the kindness of the gatekeeper's wife, I hope to move on from here. Wherever I am, wherever I go, I'll never stop loving you, Hetty. Your dear mother.
Ida? Don't you dare snitch.
Hetty? Hetty?
Miss Winderson gave me a letter from Ida. I need to go and find her. Say goodbye to Gideon from me. I'll miss you and I'll see you again. I promise.
Matron.
Oh.
Allow me to introduce Miss Sarah Smith, my good friend and esteemed writer of the Religious Tract Society.
Pamphlets for street children. One does one's best. Matron Bottomley, I was not expecting you all so soon. Oh, I do apologise, Matron. I've heard so much about the hospital from Donald at Evensong that I persuaded Colonel Brigwell to allow me to arrive early.
You travel together?
And a most delightful journey it was. I've never learned so much about the desperate hardships there are on our streets.
Sarah's eagerness and her charitable work make her the ideal choice.
Choice?
To act as governor, while Lady Asquith's on her travels.
I was not aware that the governors had made their decision.
Mr. Cramborne represented the interests of the staff. Miss Smith, please.
What an honour, Matron. I spend most of my time scribbling down stories I hear at the refuge for girls in need. I try to give a voice to those who are never heard.
The girls of your refuge are very lucky indeed.
And I am sure, Miss Smith, that we are very lucky to have you.
Indeed we are.
So you are most welcome to our ranks.
Hetty? Hetty? A foundling girl has not gone through this gate.
No?
You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
Come in.
Mr. Cramble, matron.
Is there a problem, nurse?
It's Hetty Feather.
Ah. One of Matron's charges.
A name I've heard many times before.
Do excuse us.
Cook reported her absent from kitchen duty. She's nowhere to be found.
Very well. Ensure staff search the entire hospital.
Let us keep this situation in perspective. This is Hetty Feather, after all. Foundlings are to remain at their chores and no one unaccounted for.
You don't think it's best that we send for the constable?
The constable? The girl will be hiding somewhere in the hospital. If you could just excuse us, Miss Smith. Colonel.
Do accept my apologies. We shouldn't be much longer.
Excuse me, do you know where the workhouse is? Excuse me, do you know where the workhouse is?
Don't know, love.
Please?
No.
Gideon, do you know the whereabouts of your sister?
Me, sir? No, sir.
It seems she has slipped away from her duties. Any ideas?
No, sir. Honest.
Very well. Carry on.
You don't think Matron sent us somewhere awful?
She wouldn't have just disappeared. Not without telling us.
We should find Harriet.
Harriet won't be happy. Cheer up if you're that bothered.
Harriet. What's happened?
Nurse Winston passed Hetty a letter from Ida. First chance she had, she bolted straight out the gate.
She's escaped?
Yeah. She was in such a rush. She dropped it.
What does it say? Ida's in the workhouse. We have to hand this in.
But then they'll find her and bring her back.
And Nurse Winston will get in trouble. London's a big place and Hetty's on her own. All sorts of people will take advantage. I know what it's like, remember?
No, she's our friend. This letter belongs to Hetty. We're not showing it to anyone.
There are different ways of looking out for a friend, you know. What? You mean like snitching? It's not snitching, it's about her safety.
Call it whatever you want, it's still against our rules.
Matthias, if you tell, we're finished.
Harriet? Where have you been?
Privy break, nurse.
If you knew anything about Hetty's whereabouts, you would tell me. Just like I would tell you if I was certain of the facts.
Yes, nurse. But I don't know anything either. Although I do hope she'll find someone who will look out for her.
Let us both hope so. Harriet. Matron's asking questions.
What's that, Harriet?
It's from Matthias. He'd know I'd be worried about Hetty.
Believe that and I'd believe anything. I know who it's from.
Please, Sheila. Don't say a word.
Me? I've already seen it. If I wanted to snitch, I would have done it already. And I'm not going through that again. Let's hope she finds Ida. I'm glad for her.
Excuse me, which way to the workhouse? Thank you.
Oi! Watch where you're going!
Sorry!
Sorry? That's tuppence
I'm
you owe
sorry.
me! Oi, get back here before I come looking!
We now believe that a girl has escaped. Anyone found to be covering for her, their future will be severely compromised. You may find yourself without a position. For I shall personally make sure that any potential employers know exactly what kind of untrustworthy candidates you are. The only option left open to you will be a factory. Or a mill. Somewhere far away from here.
I'd do anything not to end up there.
Same here.
Does anyone have anything to report? No. Excuse me?
No, matron.
The constable has been sent for. Hetty Feather's safe return is paramount. So, if anybody has any information on this matter...
Sir.
Don't.
Boy, if you have something to say...
Well, the thing is, sir...
Matthias thinks the girls are more likely to know something. We hardly see Hetty.
Yes, sir.
Noted. Any further evidence come directly to me.
Back to class.
Friends don't tell. They stay loyal, no matter what.
Yeah, and friends don't leave someone in danger. But if you can't accept that, maybe we're not mates after all.
Cook, when I leave here, I hope I don't end up in a factory.
You? Your talent would be wasted. Factory's no place for my best kitchen maid. You're a hard worker, Ormsby, I'll give you that.
You know me, Cook. I always aim to please.
You toe the line and keep in matron's good books. And maybe there'll be a job for you here when you finish your schooling.
I'd rather have no job than tell on Hetty. So why does Matthias think it's the right thing to do?
Because he's been out there, same as me. We just see things differently.
Harriet, what do you get when you cross a snake with a pork pie? A python? Oh. Well, that went well, didn't it?
Maybe she likes you. Girls are weird like that.
What do we do?
Tell Harriet to destroy the letter before it's too late.
Makes no difference. We can still tell Mr. Cranbourne.
You're acting like I'm the enemy. I'm just worried about Hetty. But you're my friends. And if you don't want me to say anything, then I won't.
You're not going to tell Matron?
No. But that doesn't mean I think you're right.
Excuse me. I'm here to see my mother. Her name's Ida Battersea.
Well, no one of that name yet.
But this is the workhouse, isn't it?
Yeah, one of about 100 in this fair city.
So how am I supposed to find her?
Well, we've plenty of time. Money for a carriage, a good pair of boots.
But I don't have any money and I need to find her.
Not yet.
Age 14, red hair, blue eyes, freckles about the face.
And what was the last known sighting of the child?
This morning at 10 o'clock.
And where exactly?
Constable, we really must move swiftly on this matter.
Before I'm forced to call my army chums.
I understand. But the more information we have, the better.
Is it possible that Hetty had another plan to go somewhere, meet someone?
Quite. Is running away her usual pattern of behaviour? Studies have shown...
There is no rhyme nor reason with this girl, I'm afraid.
The little minx is afraid of nothing.
Is there anybody out there the child knows?
There is her mother.
Allow me to explain, Constable. There was a woman called Ida Battersea who worked here for a while. Unbeknownst to the staff, and indeed to the governors, she was Hetty Feather's mother.
Good. She left her employ 6 months ago.
So there's every possibility the child's out there looking for her.
I just wish we could go out and search for Hetty ourselves.
Better for you to stay safe. I'll waste no time in my endeavours.
Constable.
Any possible sightings, report back to us immediately.
Allow me, Constable. Such a brave profession out there on them streets in that uniform.
Right then, good news or bad news?
Please, if this is a joke.
I heard just now, when I finish classes, I'm working straight into a job for life. Apprentice kitchen maid to one of the best cooks in London. Apparently I'm highly skilled and very talented.
And what's the bad news?
There isn't any. Don't think Cook could cope without me.
Cook? Our cook? The job's here.
That is bad news.
No, it's not. What's wrong with being Cook's new kitchen maid? Signing up for a lifetime as matron.
Good luck, Sheila.
You'll need it. Nurse, Cook needs an errand for the kitchen. I forgot to go before.
Go on then.
Thank you for your efforts, Mr. Cranbourne. And you, Matron. You're handling the situation quite well.
As for a child escaping these premises, it won't happen again. Not on my watch.
I only hope she's found before darkness falls.
A foundling coming to any harm is my greatest fear. I do not quite know how I will sleep tonight.
It's most comforting to know how you care for the children.
You understand me so well already.
And I feel there is so much more to understand.
Colonel, Miss Smith, your carriage is waiting.
Allow me.
Matron?
Matron? I think I found something you need to see. It was my duty to tell you as an honest and law foundling.
Where did you find this?
Harriet.
For now, we will keep this between ourselves. I need to investigate thoroughly, make sure the letter is genuine. You understand?
Yes, Matron, of course.
You have done the right thing.
Here you are, get yourself something to eat, love.
Oh, thanks, my lady.
Excuse me, miss. Spare me a half penny. A penny, please. Excuse me, sir. I'm hungry, sir. Can I have a penny, please? Thank you, sir.
It's the police! Run for it! Go that way!
Come this way.
Good day's begging then.
I wasn't begging, I was looking for my mother.
Hand it over.
Forget it, it's mine.
Not for long.
Leave me alone, it's my money!
Ah! Up to old trick skin, are ya? Well, move. This is my patch, and you lot give it a bad name.
Says who?
Says me. Now get gone before I fetch my father.
My money! That was all the money I had, and I can't pay you back.
I just saved you from Mr. Grace's gang, and that's the thanks I get.
They're from Mr. Grace's?
Yeah. And this is their stomping ground. It's not yours, though, is it? The name's Sissy, by the way.
Hetty.
What are you doing here, then, Hetty?
I'm trying to find my mother, but I don't know where to look.
Well, what you need is someone who knows their Westminster from their Wapping.
Mr. Branston.
Got the note you sent out, Gertie. Why the urgency? Don't tell me that factory girl's been blabbing.
No, a girl has escaped. Hetty Feather. Desperate to be with her mother, the child is obsessed.
And where do I fit into all this?
I want Feather taken care of, so she can trouble me no more. Find her. This was smuggled in. Seems her mother, Ida Battersea, is in a workhouse. Get Mr. Grace's runners onto it. Search the streets yourself.
This sounds like the Ludgate workhouse.
I need her to disappear. To your factory anywhere, as long as she's off the streets.
Leave it to me.
I shall delay informing the constable until tomorrow. You have a head start. Mr. Brunson?
Girls! Come, bring her in. Take her to Hetty's bed.
Well, we can't let a bed go empty just because Hetty decides to run away. Although I have to say, I'm not sure that girl will be coming back. Out there on those streets,
Cold and alone, hungry, in danger. Oh, well, sleep soundly, girls.
All yours.
What if Matron's right? What if she's in danger? You're gonna tell? She's my friend. You took it! No matter what you say, Sheila, you just can't help it.
Harriet was going to do it anyway. I just saved her the job.
I was going to tell because I care for Hetty. You told just to keep him with Matron and get a job. You don't...
Maybe, but at least I've got a future. It's not much, but it's home.
Good.
My father's not back yet. Come on, Hetty. Sissy, it's all right now, Lil. I'm back. I've brought a friend. This is Hetty. Make yourself at home. Light the candle for you, Hetty.
I was safe for now, thanks to my new friend. And I was one step closer to finding Ida. I wouldn't let anything stop me.
Harriet Summers. You found it. It wasn't handed to you by a child. Or a member of staff, perhaps?
No, Matron.
These unruly girls are your responsibility, are they not?
Do you have Ida's dress?
Oh, I don't have details like that, I'm afraid.
Her name's Hetty. She's hanging about with a flower seller.
If we see her, we'll nab her.
Hetty, quick!
Find out who smuggled in that letter to the hospital. And I will make sure that Harriet keeps her job with the Asquiths.